Not too long ago at a press conference, Mayor Brandon Johnson of Chicago was asked this question. Check it out.
Why you keep dealing the race card for everything from a general strike to this reparations initiative when you don't do anything substantially tangible?
I took an arrest in front of the elevators that are now held for me because administrations refused to respond to the needs of Black Chicago. The number one issue that's facing Black Chicago, and quite frankly, Black America, is disinvestment. Schools have been closed, housing has been shuttered, the lack of access to food, job opportunities. These are real issues that I fought for well before I was mayor. Folks were ignoring Black Chicago, particularly around school closings, and I was a part of a hunger strike to keep schools open, particularly on the west and south side of Chicago. So what have I done since I've been here? The largest TIF surplus in the history of Chicago, where $500 million is going to go into our public schools. That's going to disproportionately impact Black students. We are in the midst of a lawsuit right now because Donald Trump is withholding dollars for our Black Student Success Program. I make sure in our budget that we provide those resources until we get those dollars back. 31,119 young people for summer jobs. Vast majority of them are Black children. Our Missing Middle program, where we literally started on the west and south side of Chicago, Inglewood, North Lawndale, where Black developers are building on property that the city of Chicago returned back to Black Chicago while creating owner-occupied housing so that we can build generational wealth. I'm the first mayor since Mayor Harry Washington to actually invest in public mental health. Roseland, Garfield Park, Lower West Side. We secured over $2 billion to extend the red line to go, as we say, out south. Donald Trump is withholding those dollars because he doesn't want those investments to go into our communities. We're not going to rebuild Chicago overnight, but we are going to do it one block at a time, one neighborhood at a time. And as we expand opportunities for Black Chicago, that actually improves all of Chicago.
So as you saw and heard there, he was asked about why does he keep dealing with the race card, talking about reparations and things like that, when he really doesn't do anything at all to bring any of that into fruition. So of course you heard him give his resume about the things that he's trying to do, wants to do but Trump, he wants to do that but Trump, he wants to do that but Trump, he wants to do this but Trump, right? That's what he said. But what we do know is that he was very instrumental in giving, sounds like over $1 billion to help illegal immigrants there in Chicago, right? I don't know. For some reason, I guess he thinks people forgot or forgetting that he did that because we see him, speaking out against the Trump administration and he's going to be fighting for the illegal immigrants. And then every once in a while, he'll throw in something about, oh, my ancestors were slaves and you're trying to treat the immigrants like all this other nonsense. But he said all that to say, I'm still not going to do nothing because oftentimes when you hear especially Black politicians talk about Black Americans, they talk about I'm gonna, woulda, shoulda, coulda, fighting, I support it, I'm championing. But what did you do? Because how is it that you could talk about the train and this and that going there and the money to the schools, but you gave all of these illegal immigrants tangibles? See, they got tangibles. They got housing, they got money, they got food. One stood up at a city council meeting talking about to Black Americans, that's why you ain't getting no money. He was so bold to say that because you have a mayor like Brandon Johnson who was like, here, you get some money, you get some housing, you get all this other stuff, but Black Americans get what? Promises of what I'm trying to do and all this other stuff. So, yeah, he gonna string in some things because he know doggone well he ain't interested in no Black American getting no reparations. You know why? Because he gave over $1 billion of it away to immigrants. If he was interested in Black Americans there in Chicago specifically getting something, he would have said, hey, you know what? You illegal immigrants, I understand, but I can't give you nothing before I give something to my Black Chicagoans. I can't do that. But no, that's not what he did. He gave them all that they could handle and all that they could take while thumbing his nose at Black Americans there in Chicago, which is why you have an organization called Chicago Flipped Red, right? Because they're like, okay, enough of this blue stuff, enough of supporting the Democrats when they do this to us. In fact, they moved a lot of those illegal immigrants into Black neighborhoods, and let them get the stuff that they've been telling the Black Chicagoans that they were going to get. So, yeah, he gonna use the race card because it's not to the Black Americans or Black Chicagoans' advantage. It's so that he can keep on helping immigrants who should not be there and try to justify it. That's why. He'll string in, Blacks this and my ancestors that, but he don't mean Black Chicagoans no earthly good, because if he did, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The conversation would be different. Oh, Mayor Brandon Johnson, we like him because he made sure Black Chicagoans are all Chicagoans, right? But in this case, Black Chicagoans, because there's a lot of white Chicagoans and everybody else that didn't get anything, but let's stay here with Black Chicagoans. Black Chicagoans be like, we gonna vote for him, we like him, he's doing this, that, and the other. Yes, we're great with him, but that ain't the conversation, is it? Conversation from Black Chicagoans is, well, he, gave us his behind to kiss. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.